up, everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 94, and I've been waiting for this. Now, in case some of you guys don't know, or in case you just joined, I've been watching the One Piece anime after I've read an arc. So, say for instance, after I read the Arlong Park arc and I finish it, it feels like this should be it. It shouldn't be much longer left in this, but I'll go back and I'll watch the Arlong Park anime as I start the next one. Now, I'm currently a few arcs behind. The last one I read was the Syrup Village arc. I'm getting ready to start watching the One Piece animes starting again next week, so I'll be getting caught up. But one of the things I noticed was, they had Luffy and the others on wanted posters, and it never showed the bounty, and you only saw the posters of the new crew members after they joined. And this is the thing. Basically, when old boy shows up and tries to, spoil the, parade, he's like, hey, I witnessed all this, and we don't have to give Arlong the money we took from Nami. And we're going to keep all the treasure on this island, etc., 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 right, on Coco Island. But here's the thing. Zoro does him something dirty, and that's when Luffy finally gets his bounty. Now, I wanted to say that because I've been waiting for this moment. Been absolutely waiting, because I want to see what the hell Luffy's bounty is going to be. Because he's taken down some pretty fucking incredible pirates. And I know the East Blue is supposed to be the kiddie section, the kiddie pool. But the thing about it is, the Navy's still getting a little dicks in a twist over this. So I can't wait to see what his bounty is, man. I'm going to put his bounty, some of you guys threw out numbers before on what I should expect. I'm going to put his bounty at 70 million berries. That's what I'm going to put him at. I'm going to put him at 70 million. But my chapter question is going to be for this, and I want you to be as honest as possible. Don't give me, the actual One Piece wiki numbers and all that. What did you think the bounty was going to be for each of the crew members? Now I got the chapter question out the way. I'm going to do a little brief recap and kind of give you my thoughts on this chapter. Now, the way that this chapter opens up, oh my god, man. Having Luffy standing up through the rubble, and you can't see his face, and for added effect you see the blood kind of dripping down, and again, like his eyes have been blacked out and you can tell he's just in deep thought. But that shot right there, it again reminds me of a shot from the Deadpool movie, but that's after Francis fucks up Deadpool. But right here, Nami, she just looks completely taken away in a good way. It's a look of admiration. But that's when Luffy says, look, Nami, you're one of us now. And right there you see Arlong just out of it. So Luffy did take him out in that instance. And in that case, I will say that was a little anticlimactic. It was a pretty badass way to destroy Arlong Park, but that ending was a little anticlimactic. I wasn't too happy with the ending of that fight. But just seeing those tears in Nami's eyes right there, very, very beautiful, because she's basically been given her freedom and given her real freedom. But not just that, but that burden that she had to carry, it's been lifted from her shoulders. And that's why Luffy coming through the rubble was so symbolic to me, because having Nami look up at him, rising through the debris, the leftover debris of the place where she spent so much of her childhood slaving away, where in a sense she basically died. The old Nami died. That childish part of her died, okay? And being under the captive of Arlong, and to have Luffy rising through, and to have her looking up at him, and the way that sun was hitting on him, it's symbolic for the fact that Nami has been reborn into a new person. And at first I was thinking maybe I'm reading too much into this, but it's shortly after Nami is talking to Bell at Bell's grave and giving her a status update on everything. Nami saying, Genzo, why are you laughing? And you can tell from Nami's expression that she's been laughing. And one of the things that Bell told her was, you know, make sure that you laugh, you know, make sure you enjoy that. And so just seeing all that tied in together, oh man, this is one of those chapters that just really grabs the heartstrings and just tugs on them. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. It's just like a little small touches Oda just kind of puts in there. Like, it's like looking at a really good painting and everyone pays attention to what's at the center because you automatically gravitate towards it, but you don't realize it's all the small things that are taking place around it that actually complement it. And that's what this chapter was for me. You know, a lot of people would probably say, you know, the Navy putting the bounty on Luffy is what made this so damning, right? But that's not the case. It's moments like these that really make that moment just really resonate harder. And the great thing about this is while all the villagers are celebrating, you know, we get this shot of Zoro. He's being operated on and he's being chastised or patronized by one of the doctors. And he says, is there not a doctor on your ship? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And Luffy's like, oh, that's pretty cool. We do need a doctor. It's just like, you didn't think of that? Like, seriously, I would have thought that had been on his list of requirements. And he's just dead set on getting the musician. So he's like, I guess the doctor should come after the musician. So that means we have at least 2 more members of Luffy's crew. So that's pretty cool, man. I know you guys said we're going straight to the Grand Line. So in a way, it's cool because it means that we might not be getting like another side story. And so what I mean by side story is a further exploration of the East Blue and picking people up. So maybe he gets a musician, a doctor off the Grand Line. I know you guys said that's what's coming next. So if that's the case, that's pretty cool because he's going to get some experience and it's going to add a little more to Luffy's crew. And to give you guys like a basketball reference, like, kind of look at Luffy's crew like, I hate saying this, but I look at Luffy's crew like the Boston Celtics. I'm a Lakers fan, man. I can't stand the Celtics. I can respect them. But the Celtics are a very young team, and they got some talent, just like Luffy's team has talent. But they're missing some of that veteran presence. They're missing that superstar to just glue everything together. In this case, Luffy's crew has that. Luffy is the superstar, but they're missing some of that veteran experience. And yeah, you got Zoro. Zoro's experienced, you know, pirate hunter. But you got Usopp. You got Sanji. He's been around pirates. But that's what I'm saying. You don't have enough. You got Nami. Nami's been around Arlong's ass. But you don't have enough experience. So it's going to be cool, man, if that happens. But if Oda decides to go the direction of just getting people just as wet behind the ears and everybody can kind of build their legend up together, I'm just as fine with that because we get to see the growth. But I would like to see somebody with a little more experience kind of come in, you know. But the other thing is I want to talk about this right here. Right here. When they show up, it's just beautiful because again, Zoro is like, look, man, you don't get the fuck out of here with this shit. Like, Zoro ain't having it, man. And the thing is he's saying, don't be a wet blanket. We're celebrating our victory. And the thing about it is I get to see my girl Nami, man, because after the fact, Nami, she walks up to him and she says, hey, this is for shooting Nojiko and wrecking Bell's Tangerine Grove. And at first I was thinking, oh, okay. You know, she's mellowed out a lot. You know, because she's got her hand on his face. And I'm thinking, oh, man, you know, she's going to say, I forgive you. You know, she's going to take the bigger approach, something I couldn't have done. She knocks the fuck out of him. And that's the thing. She hits him a few more times. And it gets the point across. And I think either Luffy, the way Luffy talked to him, or the way Nami just knocked the hell out of him, that's what really pushed him. And the thing is, Usopp's like, oh, man, if, what if he's right and there is trouble coming our way? You can tell Usopp's being a fucking pansy ass on it. But now that they're getting bounties, I'm going to focus on Usopp for a little bit because, you know, there was this little brief mention with Kaya and everything. We was thinking back to her. Usopp, dog, man, look. If you get you a bounty, right? Like, check this out. I'm gonna put some young dudes up on some game real quick, right? Like, if Usopp gets a bounty and it go up there to Kai and everything, like, it's like he's not talking tall tales anymore. You know, like, the best way to impress a woman is not to talk that shit, but to talk that shit and then follow it up and let her see you following through. You know, for a lot of women, it's very attractive when you have a man who is pursuing his passions. He's passionate about something, he's pursuing it. Usopp talked for a long time about being a pirate, and we're about to see that now. If he gets a bounty and she sees it, he's gonna be more attractive in her eyes. Like, he might be in the friend zone now, but that's a surefire way of getting knocked out of that shit. Is when a woman sees you passionate about something, she sees you following through, and she sees you're actually pretty good at it. Like, all they're gonna have is a bounty, because this dude said consider them all dangerous. So this is gonna be huge right here, man. Huge. Huge. I just wanted to throw that out because, like, out of all, like, the One Piece stuff, like, that's the only one I have, like, that might be leaning towards a romance. Like, I put it probably like a 7.5 out of 10. Nami and Luffy, not too sure on that. Like, I personally would like to see it of what I've seen so far, but yo, that's pretty cool right there. And I'm gonna stop it off right here. I'm just gonna let you guys have free reign. I don't think I asked a chapter question. I'm gonna ask a question for me. And I know I gave you guys, you know, a little bit of, you know, advice in this one, right? You know, relationship, whatever. I do that from time to time. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys want to hear more of that. You know, like, not all the damn time, but when it's appropriate, just sprinkle it in. You know, I can do that. You know, but overall, guys, that's it for this chapter. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. I'm going to greatly appreciate it. As always, thank you for watching Kryptonian Saiyan. Have an awesome day.